So I'm very confused right now. I guess I'm just trying to understand, like, what the fuck is happening in the world right now? What is going on? Okay. There's so many things, so many different ways this conversation could go, because there's so many things that I want to talk about. But I guess today is the day. So whatever. Let me see. Okay. I guess I want to know this first. Why do guys, okay, I can't even say guys because it's girls too. Why do people nowadays even get into relationships or marriages? Because it just seems to me that no one takes this shit serious at all. Like, a relationship, okay, cool, you're not married, you're still kind of playing the field, you testing the waters, you're trying to see what's out here, whatever, right? Marriage, you ask, or someone asks you to spend the rest of their life, or you ask someone to spend the rest of their life with you, and someone has to say yes, someone has to ask the question, the proposal has to be made, and someone has to accept, right? I'm confused on why people are even proposing or accepting. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that all marriages at this point are like shitty, but oh my god, I don't see a lot of them that are even like remotely anything I want to look up to. And it's crazy that I only have my parents to actually reference back to for what a real marriage and family is supposed to look like. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Like, I was really blessed to have that blueprint instilled into me, but I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Where is the disconnect? I don't like okay, and I'm saying all of this because I'm saying it all for a lot of reasons, but I'm just going to try and be as specific as possible today because there's so many different ways that this conversation could go. And I just really want to stay on topic, at least with this being like one of my first videos or whatever. So I guess I'll ask this question, and then like that can actually be, the main topic. So, or it ain't even ask a question. It's just like running a scenario by you guys. Okay. So, this guy that I've known, for years, I've known of him. Let's just put it like that. I don't know him. I know of him. But I could say had, because at this point, I don't know. I had mad respect for this guy, like super mad respect. Even on some days where, you out in public, or you go to Walmart or something and you see this person and you really not even in a speaking mood, but you have so much respect for this person that you just, it's like, okay, I'm not in a good mood or whatever. I don't feel like talking, but you break that wall down because you have so much respect for a person. You're not just gonna let them think that you upset with them or nothing for no reason, like ain't no heat or whatever. You respect them, so when they come around or you see them in public, you speak or whatever, you stop and have a conversation, whatever the case may be. But since you have respect for them, it's like I'm starting to realize, like, just because I move a certain way, I can't expect people to move like that. Just because I was raised a certain way, I can't expect people to understand where I'm coming from all the time. So, I'm saying all of that to say, like, I try to be as nice as possible to people, period. Like, I never in my life wanted to be called, like, a stuck-up bitch. And I say, like, there's been several reasons why I've never wanted to be called that or stereotyped as that. But ultimately, it's because my heart is so pure and I love people. Like, I generally love people. Like, I want to help people. I want to change this world. Things of that nature. So, when it comes down to it, there's many days and moments where I don't want to be as social as I have to be. But my life has not been set up in the way, or it just didn't unfold in the way where I'm not this non-popular person. Okay, so long story short, I'm very self-aware of my body, And I've been that way for a long time because like at an early age, I realized that older men were looking at me in a way that I did not feel comfortable with. So just being as aware as I was and as intelligent as I was, and being raised around the men of realness that I was raised around and by, it taught me to, like, you know, kind of read people before they get close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, peep some shit a mile away. You know what I'm saying? So there's this old guy that's walking toward me, and I'm with my family, and I'm 15 years old, and like he's Google-eyed and shit, you know. That's happened to me so many times. And as a young woman, I learned that, you know, women go, little young women, girls, all kinds of stuff, they go up missing because they're friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the friendliness is what makes them a target. You know what I'm saying? So, and I learned all of this from Lifetime. So shout outs to Lifetime, LMN, all of that. Like, I learned a lot from that channel. So ultimately what I'm saying is, like, I learned at a young age how to carry myself so that I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I could, you know, be abducted or never see my family again, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I already knew what kind of effect I was having on men at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you have to be more aware. Even though you're young, that it puts more responsibility on you when you're able to see through people. You know what I'm saying? Because God protects babies and fools, but if you're a young person and you're not a fool, you're filled with wisdom, he's already holding you accountable because you already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I've always moved in a way of, like, trying to please God as well as my father. So long story short, right, I posted this picture or whatever because I went out this weekend, and I wore this top or whatever that had a zipper on it, but I am heavy chested, and like, my body is not like, I'm like really in shape or whatever. I'm curvy, but it's like an athletic body, but my boobs have always been just like there, like really there. So I wore this top last night with some high-waist jeans or whatever, and the top had a zipper on it, like right in the middle. And because my boobs are so big, even if I would zip the zipper, it just kept coming back down. So I situated my boobs and my bra to the, you know, to the point where they looked appropriate, you know what I'm saying, where they look pretty good, because they were gonna be out, obviously, unless I wanted to look like a damn secretary with my shirt zipped all the way to the top. So, you know, I just embraced the look, because just growing up with a heavy chest, you have to learn how to embrace it, because if you don't, then your clothes don't look right, you don't feel comfortable, things like that. Like, and I realized at a young age too that in trying to cover your boobs make them look bigger, but when you actually embrace the shape of them, you know, how they actually fit your body, then, you know, you're able to deal with them more because they actually fit you. So I learned how to do that at a young age. So long story short, I go out having a great time or whatever, and I took like 4 pictures, and even though, and when I looked at the pictures, I was like, okay, my chest is like really exposed or whatever, but I really liked the smile I had on my face. Like, it just, I mean, I looked happy, and I was happy. So I'm getting to this point where it's like, I'm very humble about my appearance, but it's getting to the point where it's like, I'm tired of being like body shamed because I'm afraid of what someone is gonna say, like, oh, she just want to be seen, or this, that, and the third. And it's never like, I've never been that person. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy that everything we don't want is what we end up getting. You know, like, never wanted to be popular, but it seems like impossible to not be. So it's like, long story short, you know, I wore this top and I posted this picture, and this guy that I've known for years or whatever inboxes me, and his reaction to my picture is titties with the heart face. And don't get me wrong, I'm a smart enough woman to know that if you're revealing a part of your body, it's bound to get called out that you're revealing that part of your body or whatever. But I'm also a woman of caliber, so I do have, you know what I'm saying, there's a level of respect that I give to people, and I expect that in return. You know what I'm saying? So I personally thought that his comment was very childish. Like, and if this was like a 21-year-old guy making this comment, I don't think I would have felt so disappointed, I guess, in his response, but it really made me disappointed in him. So I felt the need to respond to him and let him know, like, you know, that's pretty rude. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, damn, you so woke, you don't even know how to have a good time. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think being woke has anything to do with, you know, wanting to be respected or not. People be so ready to call you out about your intelligence and your opinions about life and how this whole thing works, about being stuck in the matrix and shit, that they don't even be realizing that they making that shit about that. Everything about you becomes about your intelligence. And nah, I'm not out here asking for a cookie for doing any research on what I believe at this point or any of that. But at the end of the day, my wokeness has nothing at all to do with the level of respect I've always demanded from any motherfucking person that I've ever come in contact with. So it's like, that shit really made me feel some type of way. Like, being woke has nothing at all to do with wanting, just being snooty. I guess people are equating being woke to, oh, you have no sense of humor. Nah, even though I can see through the matrix and I can see through your bullshit, I still have a sense of humor. But respect has nothing to do with having a sense of humor, because he's gonna say, oh, I was joking. No, you were being fucking ignorant. That's what you was being. You know what I'm saying? There is no joke. And I hate a motherfucker that try to hide what they was really feeling with, oh, I was joking, or it was your joke, or chill out. No, motherfucker, I see through you. And you're mad that I see through your bullshit. So, I'm making this video because I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't care if a bitch got her, she in a thong or a G-string and she walking down the goddamn street. If she is respectful to you, has always been respectful to you, you need to return that. Period. This year, it's all about reciprocation. People act like they just supposed to. No, if you can't give it, there is nothing coming back. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Karma is real. People act like that shit is not real. So I had to hit him with this. If a guy came at your daughter on Facebook and she posted a picture just having a good time, but the only thing this nigga saw was her titties and he called it out, and how would you feel about that? I mean, I just want niggas to start thinking, because it's crazy that niggas don't really think about shit until they have a daughter. As if they weren't raised by a single mom. You mean to tell me you never looked at your mom and was like, damn, she going through a lot, or damn, she done been through a lot, so I should be a better son or a better daughter? You never looked at your mom and said that shit? Like, how the fuck do y'all just snap out of it when you have a child? Like, you have a whole family that you need to love on, bruh. That you need to respect, that you have to show respect to in order to get it. So it's like, I don't understand the disrespect. I don't understand the disconnect. I don't understand people trying to shame people for their intelligence or wanting to know why the fuck they on this crazy ass spinning ball in the middle of the motherfucking galaxy. If you're not questioning anything about your life or who you are or what you are, if you don't look at your hands sometimes and be like, what the fuck, how... If you're not amazed at the fact that you have air in your body, if you're not amazed that if trees did not exist, your ass wouldn't be able to breathe outside of your house, I don't know if you're even, like, really existing. People live every day and they die every day. But to actually have a life that you say you actually lived, man, I take that back. People exist every day and die every day. Not many people live. And when you choose to live your life a certain way, there should be no shame on you or what your decisions are. And no one should ever make you feel anything less than a queen or a king. Because that's what we are. And I'm sick of people trying to make it seem like because I'm demanding fucking respect, that I'm snooty or I'm woke or this and that. No, nigga, I'm a queen. And that's what the fuck you're going to address me as, or you're going to get the fuck on. Because it's very easy to just unfriend a motherfucker. It's very easy to goddamn restrict your ass or block you. But at this point, I ain't blocking a goddamn soul. You're going to see this glow up. You feel me? Y'all have a blessed day. I just had to get that off my chest because I'm sick of it. Like, I'm so over it.